Yeah, we got rain today. I went for my first walk and I got about I actually got about 3 kilometres and it started to rain and I was absolutely soaked. And I was about 2 kilometres away from home when the rain hit.
Yeah, good morning. This is a joke. I neglected to look at the radar and it is kind of wet. But we've got 2.5 kilometres done. I think that's going to do me. I know it's down from 10, but what are you going to do? It looks like it's going to rain all day. And, I'm out of breath. Don't run in the rain. It's the worst thing you can do. You just get wet. The rain has stopped now. But I checked the radar down under a tree. Shouldn't hide under a tree either. But the rain is just going to keep on coming. So this looks like the end of the rain for today. Well, the end of my walking for the day. Can't even think the water's got in. No hat, no nothing. Anyway, we're almost home and wet, but invigorated. That's one, but put a positive spin on it. It's invigorating walking in the rain. Getting soaking wet, please. But yeah, so we're home and got a couple of things to do, so we'll get at it.
Yeah, I should go out and get into the shed. I've got a couple of chainsaw chains that need sharpening. I could really leave that. It's cold in the shed. It's gotten really cold. I could leave the chainsaw chains. I've also got to cut some wood for tonight, so I've got to get out there. I might do the wood because I've got a couple of chains that are still sharp. The one on the chainsaw is fine, but I have a couple. I think there's a Husky chain and one of the Chinese ones, the El Cheapo Chinese chainsaw. They're different by about 3 teeth. I think the Chinese one has more teeth in it, and the Husky chain has 72, just from memory. And I think the Chinese one, they're the same bar size, 20-inch, but it's a 76 tooth one for the Chinese one and a 72 for the Husqvarna. So yeah, I don't know. It looks like the next few days are going to be fairly crappy, so it might be indoor for both of those things. So we'll just I still have to go out and cut the wood though. I was going to cut the grass. As a matter of fact, I did do a little bit of that. It fined up just a couple of days ago. And I jumped on the lawnmower and went, yes, here we go, encouraging spring or whatever. And I dived out and did a bit, did half the backyard from the back of the house here to the hothouse and cleaned all that up. Mrs. Mac was quite pleased. But then the weather set in again. And there's not much you can do when it rains. I mean, it gets really wet and it's not much point in getting the lawnmower into that wet grass because you're just putting pressure on the lawnmower and it's ripping the grass rather than cutting it. So we'll just keep our powder dry for that for the next little while, probably into next week, and we'll get a few days then. But at the moment, for between here and the weekend, it doesn't look really good. It's only one day between here and the weekend. Today's Thursday. And yeah, it's looking fairly ordinary for at least till Friday afternoon. Then Saturday and Sunday might fine up. We'll wait and see anyway.
Yes, good morning. Woke up this morning to some very sad news that Queen Elizabeth has passed away. Wow. That was a long one. 96 years she lived, and that's she was crowned in 53. Wow. And she's been the only British monarch I've ever known. So that's well, now there's King Charles III. I'm glad he went Charles. He could have gone George or Arthur, or King Arthur. No. Because he's got all these names. I think even Andrew's in, I'm not sure. He's got, I know there's Arthur George, Charles Arthur George, and he's got a couple of others, I think, too. Even Princess Diana got it wrong at the wedding. Too many names. But anyway, he's King Charles III now. And yeah, he and I went to the same school. You believe that? It's true. Yeah. Timbertop, which is just down that way. Well, I say just down that way. It's about 60 miles that way. And it's in the middle of the bush. It was an agricultural college, outward boundy sort of thing. It cost a pretty penny. Yes, we actually went to the same school. He went there for, I think it was 1 year or maybe 18 months. And I went there every second week to pick up the recycling. But very sad news. Her Majesty has passed away. Long live the King. Yeah, you can see down the end of the road, we have a street sweeper, and he's been along and he's swept the road. And I was talking to one of the council people. Sorry about the being, don't get too dizzy. And they said, yeah, we're going to redo the road. We know it's a bit thin. And so what we're going to do is re-tarmac it. And so anyway, hopefully this is the start. They've just swept the road, and maybe, because today's Friday, so probably, hopefully Monday, they'll be back, although we haven't received any notification. We normally receive a letterbox drop with a note in it saying, yeah, we're going to be here. So hopefully soon anyway, they'll be back to reseal the road, because it's this thin. My driveway's thicker than the road. Anyway, we're back home from the walk. Knee is feeling a little unstable. I had a big tweak down the road a bit, and I thought, oh gee, I might have to ring Mrs. Mac, but it eased up. So not quite sure what's going on with the knee. Next time I'm in with the chiropractor, we'll have another look at it. He had a play with it, and I could feel all the tendons. He's got great fingers. I could feel all the tendons in the back. There's not that many, but he had a look at the knee and said, yeah. But anyway, we've done 5 kilometres now and haven't been rained on, which is good. And I'll see what it's like at 4 o'clock. I might see if I can knock out another 5. Fingers crossed. Okay, this is what it's like outside at the moment. I've put in just on 11 kilometres walking today. But the heavens opened up. We parked both cars under the carport because we thought there'd be hail. And there's a lot of lightning and a lot of thunder coming from out there. I'm sure you can hear that. Incredible. So that's what it's like tonight anyway. Coming up on the weekend, we hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you'd like to like, subscribe and share and do all that, we'd appreciate it. We really would. I will catch up with you in the next video.